Hello, lacrosse fans. Welcome inside the Indusville Twin Arena, where it is a game day for your Mountainview Mavericks, the final home game of the Rocky Mountain Junior B Tier 1 Lacrosse League for 2024 for the Mountainview Mavericks. However, won't be their final game. They are on to the postseason. That is all but confirmed. Where they will play and who they will face off against is yet to be finalized here, but it will be by the end of tonight's game. My name is Barrett Van Klooster. Welcome inside. It is a solo for so far. Dawson Mailer is going to be involved in a very special ceremony happening down at Main Ice as you watch the Mountainview Mavericks enter. Of course, a couple of the minor lacrosse players from Indusville Minor Lacrosse are down there right now. Alex Swan will lead the way out. He gets the start tonight, or this afternoon, I should say, for the Mountainview Mavericks. He's been the go-to guy all season long, and despite some in-and-out spells, of course, coming out of games, going back in, he has been a pretty steady goaltender and one of the best in the entire Rocky Mountain Junior B Tier 1 Lacrosse League. So it's going to be impressive to watch him enter his first postseason with Mountainview. Here's the rest of the squad will make their way out. Jordan Peck, the backup goaltender tonight, will lead the rest of the crew. We're going to have a special ceremony, as I mentioned. Dawson Miller involved with that. Some alumni from the Mountainview Mavericks are here today, and they're going to be handing graduating players a special gift from the Mountainview Mavericks and a proper send-off here. As we're going to have a handful of players play their final regular season game tonight. It's going to be very special. Marshall Bloomfield is here. He is a longtime member of the Mountainview Mavericks, of course, until he was traded off to the Calgary Shamrocks in order to chase a title. He will be here as part of the ceremony. Lance Heck is here, Kiefer Christensen, and of course, like I mentioned, Dawson is going to be involved with that. Marshall, a Mav from 2018 through 2022. Lance Heck, a member of the team from 2018 to 2021. Kiefer Christensen was with the organization from 2019 to 2023, and so too was Dawson. As we have the Mavs line up here, so too will the Calgary Chill. We're going to have the O Canada proceedings, and afterwards we're going to go to the retiring player ceremony here for the Mountainview Mavericks. We're happy to have you alongside with us. Barrett Van Klooster alongside Dawson Mailer, who will quickly make his way up. First going to be involved with this ceremony, like I mentioned, the Mountainview Mavericks with a big 10-8 victory yesterday over the Calgary Mountaineers. The Mavs 13-5-1, their best season in franchise history so far, and still have an opportunity to climb in the standings with the Rocky View Silvertips. We're going to have to await the result of their weekend games, and then we'll see if the Mountainview Mavericks do indeed lock up number 1 or that number 2 seed, which is the stronger likelihood, I would say, in a matchup with the Red Deer Rampage does await in round 1 of the playoffs, which is very exciting stuff, no doubt about that. Meanwhile, for the Calgary Chill, it's been a bit of a rebuilding season for them. They find themselves in the bottom of the Central Division with a couple of good teams in it, like we just talked about. But again, if you're the Calgary Chill, you know they're going to look to rebound next year. They're out on the playoffs this season, but they will be back in full force next season as we go down, and we have a little bit of a ceremony here, like I mentioned. Looks like the players are going to be handed some jerseys here as part of their send-off for the Mountainview Mavericks. Brad Bouchard is down there as well, as you see. This is Marshall presenting the jersey here. Wyatt Fancy, recently traded for the Mountainview Mavericks, being handed his send-off. Not in the lineup tonight, by the way. He is injured. Won't be playing. Backup goalie tonight, Jordan Peck, recently traded for as well by the Mavs. So classy move here by the Mavs to honor these two graduating players as they look to make a playoff push here with the Mavericks. Drew Barkley's another guy who won't be playing this afternoon, but he will also no longer be playing next season for the Mavericks. He gets the send-off here from Dawson. Hands him his jersey. Drew Barkley, we hope he's healthy for the postseason run here, as he's a big body, and certainly someone appreciated here is Luke Hildebrand, who has really had a heck of a season. One to remember, one for the ages here. He gets a proper send-off here at the Indusville Twin Arena as all the graduating players are going to get together here. We'll have a photo op, and then we will have O Canada. I was a little backwards on that one. Thought we were going to have O Canada prior to, but that was my fault. A little confusion on our end. Great ceremony here for the Mountainview Mavericks as they honor Wyatt Fancy, Jordan Peck, Drew Barkley, and Luke Hildebrandt down there. And just a classy move once again. Like I say, not all the organizations do this, but the Mavericks do take time to recognize those players who will no longer be part of the organization next year. They've played their final lacrosse here with the Mavs, and they certainly are thankful for their contributions to the organization. Calgary Chill have been lined up in the neutral zone for a while here. They're ready for O Canada. So too now are the Mountainview Mavericks, as we will have it for you here and then back with the opening face-off. You're watching the Mountainview Mavericks on the Mavs YouTube channel. Back inside a fired up Innisfil Twin Arena, where we're getting set for the final home game of the Mountainview Mavericks regular season here. They take on the Calgary Chill Big Central Division matchup here to wrap things up. I'm joined inside the press box here by Dawson Mailer, just part of a special ceremony down there. Dawson, just again, your thoughts on what was a pretty awesome moment for the Mavs.
Yeah, absolutely. Season's coming to an end here pretty quick, or regular season is, as we advance into the top of the Central here, hopefully by the end of this game. And you know, it's technically the last home game of the year, but I mean, the emotions are high, but we know we got 2 more games for sure. Absolutely.
At least a round matchup with the Red Deer Rampage, or still a possibility to sneak into first place depending on how things shake out at the end of this weekend, but stronger likelihood that we do end up here against Red Deer for a couple of home games. Dawson, just a quick thoughts on how things could shake out in the Central Division standings.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a toss-up, a coin flip, whatever you want to call it, and especially you don't want to play the Chill, because the Chill are better than the Rampage, and you don't want to play the Rampage because that's your rival and emotions fly high in one of those games. So it's a coin flip either way. Each team in the Central is going to bring a fight, and to be in that first place seat, I think that's where we want to be by the end of this game.
Mavs got to take care of their own business first here, and that is with a victory here this afternoon against the Calgary Chill, who are fighting for their lives. The Chill pull one back, but we're going to have a quick turnover here. Mavs will have the first official possession of this game. Here's Luke Hildebrandt, just honored with a jersey there. I think Dawson was the one who handed it off to him, in fact. Here's Luke, who hands it on back. Now the offense will get started. Karmelachuk down low, Benko. Sunderland now feds up, and what a feed that is, but no goal, says the referee. An excellent save made.
Just a highlight reel right off the start there that gets called for crease.
Here come the Chill now, their first opportunity to head into the offensive zone. That was Liam O'Hara. Sets it down low. Bannister now back out top. In possession is Jacob Skukat. Skukat hands it off, now fired on shot. Dumoulin, he misses the target. Rebound, ricochet, battle for it. Mavs are all over it. They get it, and they will. Digging away now. High class. Up the floor come the Mavericks. Change happening. Offense out there now. Pinchad's in possession. He'll hand off. Benko. This is Riley. He'll dish off. Chalik gets behind him, picks it up, dishes off. Baumung now tries to turn around the check, swims through a couple of guys, loses possession. Ball comes loose, and it'll be Guig who goes after it. And Guig is digging around. So too are the Mavericks. I believe that was Benko down there. Now Riley will peel off for the change. Brandon Harnick puts on the first little bit of pressure here, but out comes the Chill. Left-hand side, here's Penoyer. Chill have been in Innisfil before this season, and that was a loss. I believe that was one of the first or second games we did together, Dawson.
Yes, right off the start.
Here they come now on the top of the arc, looking to set up some offense. On the left-hand side, peeling away from a check there. It's Baxter O'Hara who loses it, and it's picked up here by the Mavs. Ertman fires it up the wall. Coming over now is the offense. Luke Hildebrand slows it up. Down low they go. On the right-hand side of your screen, back out to Hildebrand. Sunderland now on the left-hand side. Peels into the corner, comes back out of it now in front. McCulloch is looking for it, has it now, fires it back out to Benchad, who gets a good shot on. Guig makes that save. Rebound comes out, it's corralled by Calgary. Left-hand side, they're firing up the wall. Turned around here by some good defense. This is Jordan Benko now who slows things up for Calgary. 15 on the shot clock as they get the pass to the right-hand side. Setting up now, Calgary looking for a shot off. Zarski will eventually pull the trigger, but that one ricochets up and out. It'll be a Mavs possession. Good start here so far, Dawson. Pretty fast game.
Yeah, absolutely. It just minimized some crucial mistakes here in this game, starting off in the Mavericks' hand.
Left-hand side, they'll get the offense started with Delinsky. Delinsky, nice shake to get around a couple of checks. Wide open McCulloch, who misses the target. Back the other way, Calgary picks it up off the wall. They've got to get over half. They will do so successfully. This is Logan Penoyer. He'll hand off. Offense comes out. Oren Startson. Startson dishes off. Now it's with Callum Zarski. Zarski now hands it off. Left-hand side, right hand. Here comes Luke Hildebrand who picks it up. He's got possession. Back it's a 2-on-2. Hildebrand keeps. He goes to the crease. Now Holt fires, and I think that one went off the iron.
Yeah, it looked to be as if it went off straight up, so it should have been the iron rather than a body part of Gauk.
Yeah.
It's going to be a tough one.
That's going to be a tough one, yeah. Here come the Mavs on offense. Liam Steele dishes off. Benchad fires one through the area. It's collected off the wall by Steele. Steele now will fire one in. Here's Sunderland with a fancy over the shoulder, behind the back shot on, but that one, I believe, got a piece of Guig, but ends up out of play. Mavs will keep it. Fresh shot clock as well. McCulloch has it. An excellent opportunity just moments ago in possession on the right-hand side. Will move into the middle. Now fires one on. That one didn't quite make it towards net. It's collected by Calgary, who's forcing it over the line. Good retreat, though, by Hayden Sutherland, who picks it up. What do we have now?
They're calling it chill ball here by the looks of it. I have no idea what it would be. It wouldn't be illegal subs, but maybe loose ball push.
Brent Holt gets it started here for Calgary. He'll dish off, head off for a change as well. Calgary now has it with Zarski. Hand off Penoyer. This is Logan. Slips to get around a Mavs player, but loses possession of the ball. Now it's still out there for both sides to scoop up. Brandon Harnick forces it over half, loses his footing or got tripped up, one of the two, but Harnick, no worse for wear, will head off for a change after his transition effort. Offense out there now. Here's Riley Benko. Benko sets up at the 15:30 mark here of the first period. McCulloch goes down low, right-hand side. Benko back out for his brother Jordan. Now Jordan fires it through the area. McCulloch is looking for it off the wall. He will look for it and continue to go dig for it before eventually Calgary comes away with it. Here they come. Liam O'Hara. He's forced back out to the halfway line. Calgary, a retrieval, has some offensive core out there now as dancing around is Cameron Wallace, and Wallace will slow things up as we've got an injured Calgary Chill player out there. Looks to be Jacob Skukat down for the count.
Not to take away from the injured player here, but you'll notice Cameron Wallace, number 10's in the lineup here. We didn't get to face off the start. He was at college. Him and his brother run this offense down. I don't know if they're still running it as they went off to college, and Zarski picked up the ropes or whatever you want to call it, but he's a phenomenal player for the Chill.
So too is Skukat, who is a little shaken up here. Looked to be a non-contact, which is the worst kind of injury, so we hope he's okay, but it looks to be coming off under his own power, and we'll get some treatment here on the bench.
No penalty, so it's a face-off.
Liam Steele is going to dig in here for the Mavericks. And we'll get things started again. 14:58 to go here in the first. It's 0-0. Shots are 4-1 in favor of Mountain View as there's a real scramble off this face-off. Calgary pokes it forward, though, and away they come. Luke Kenny's got it. Kenny dishes off here. Offensive troops coming out there. Here he is, Cameron Wallace. He'll dish off. Left-hand side of your screen now. Baxter Graff back out top. Firing one on as Orr starts in, and that one doesn't make it through. Alex Swan collects. Harnick now has it over half. Slow things up as the offense comes out there with Remy Pinchot. Pinchot now for Luke Hildebrand. McCulloch gets himself into place. Now the ball comes to Hayden Sutherland. Sutherland now takes a step around his checker, gets pushed away, and the ball comes loose into the corner. Taken away is McCulloch. A real scramble for it now. It's a 1-on-3. The Mavs McCulloch is looking for it, but eventually the Chill do come away. Out they come. Damon Penoyer looking to get over half here as Riley Lodemeyer gives him a hard time. Lodemeyer gives him a shove, but Penoyer does get around him. Penoyer now stops up. 15 on the shot clock. Calgary works it down to the right-hand corner. Here's Logan Penoyer. Couple of checks here, couple of whacks as well from Ethan Hildebrand. Now a shot low on the ground. That one misses the target. It's collected by Riley Lodemeyer. In transition, Hildebrand couldn't handle that one cleanly. Now gets an immediate check on from Zarski. Now around they come. Here is Hildebrand, comes in flying Superman style right into the area. Chill players taking exception to that, but that was quite the hustle from Luke Hildebrand.
You can see the smile all the way on his face from up here. He liked that one. Cooper Gall got in his face after, and I mean, he's diving, so get out of the way.
Nice retreat here from Jace Dolinsky, who's got himself a breakaway. Dolinsky fires, and that's denied. Guig with a good save. Shots 5-2 in favor of the Mavs here, Dawson, and they've been all over it so far.
Absolutely, and I noticed a couple times the Chill guys are already back in transition. They know that the Mavericks kill teams on the transition here, so hopefully we get a couple more good looks, just like Jace did.
They're looking for guys like Brandon Harnick and, of course, Luke Hildebrand in the transition game. Now down low it comes. This is Logan Penoyer, makes a nifty move. Nice shot on. Decent save by Alex Swan. Ball is collected by Kai Klass, much to the approval of the Mavs bench. He'll take it over half. Klass gets set up with about 12 and a half to go here in the first. Dishes back for Pinchot. Can't handle that one cleanly. Check comes on, but Pinchot retrieves. Sutherland down low he goes, and that was Baumung who just missed. Ball comes into the corner. Pinchot digs it out. Pinchot now working his way out of that corner. Has a little bit of a check face from Owen Hamill. Gets around Hamill now. Pinchot will dish off for Sunderland, who comes off the bench. Sunderland takes his fake, takes the step around, now fires a sharp angle shot, and Gui gets a nice save of that one. 12 to go here in the first. End-to-end action. This has been a barn burner. Chill lob one up the floor. A Hail Mary pass of sorts comes off the wall. Battle for it here. Looks like Ertman has his stick broken. Now a real battle in front of the Mavs net, and it's pushed back. Nice retrieval here from Riley Lodemeyer. Lodemeyer will dish off. Out comes the offense. Carter McCulloch. He's out there. Takes to the right-hand side. McCulloch fires down low. I believe this is Benko looking to get away from a checker. Riley Benko out to Ryder Baumung. Now it's going out to Sutherland. Sutherland's pass. That one's blocked, but quickly recollected. Now Sutherland fires and scores. Hayden Sutherland snipes one from distance, and the Mavs have a lead.
That's Hayden Sutherland from deep, and it looks to be a Benko assist as his pass originally got tipped right back to him. We got an injury down there, I'll note that, but Hayden Sutherland from Benko and Bowman, by the looks of it, that's a good shot. He looked to be 30-some feet out and just put it past, and I think Cooper Gall wants that one back.
This is Owen Hamill who's hobbling off here. Off screen right now, but just heading to the Chill bench in a little bit of pain. But for the Mavericks, it's all good news so far. They've been all over it. They've earned that 1-0 lead, Dawson.
Absolutely. They've pressured that entire defense for a good minute and a half and finally got the look they needed.
Just waiting for the dam to break, and it looks like it finally has. We'll see if they can burst through. Here's the Chill who recover that opening face-off, and now over the line they come. Not without a hard time. Leon O'Hara does take it into the offensive zone. Wallace now fires it down low, looking to set up some offense now as down low is Baxter Graff. Takes the shake away, can't do so successfully. Now back out it comes. Wallace has it. Wallace now recovers. Zarski down low, looking to make something happen there with Graf, but nothing coming. Mavs dig it away. And Mountain View's got it. Out they come. Over the line is Everett Mattori. He transitions. McCulloch now down low is Remy Pinchard. Pardon me, at the top of the arc. He'll dish off for Baumung. Baumung's pass disconnects to Jordan Benko. Now pushed up against the wall is Luke Hildebrand, battling to get through a couple of checks. Ball is loose out there. Both sides looking for it, and just overrunning that one is Ryder Baumung, who needs to change desperately. Offense looking to get off. Defense heading on as Calgary heads into the offensive zone. Left wing side, Jacob Skukat. Back out there. Gets the offense set up. Warren Sartson fires it down low for Logan Penoyer. Penoyer, a nifty pass, but we've got a turnover. What happened down there, Dawson?
He got away with the first one, and the second one got called. It was moving pick.
Drake May now in the offensive zone. All alone, one-on-one is what it became, but a nice save by Guig. Back the other way now, Calgary. McCulloch, this is David McCulloch, will hand off. Baxter Graf. Cameron Wallace. Down low is Penoyer. Penoyer now takes to the top of the arc, fires and scores. Calgary evens things up as Penoyer scores from distance as well.
That's a low burner assisted by Baxter Graf. There we go. I was going to say Liam O'Hare, but Baxter Graf, and I believe it was Cameron Wallace with the last touch, but it also could have been Ethan Dumoulin. But yeah, just a low burner past Swan. So a little traffic in front, I'm not going to lie, but you hate to see those low ones go in.
9-4, the shots on goal advantage remains for Mountain View, but it's the Calgary Chill who've tied things back up. It's 1-1 here as we are just over the halfway point of this first period. Down low is Calgary. They get this first possession started after that face-off. Sartson now fires to his running mate in Graf. Graf now back out. Zarski sets up Penoyer. On the left-hand side, this is Kukat. His pass mishandled, but collected here quickly again. It's Sartson. Sartson now at the top of the arc, fires on. Nice save off the arm of Swan. Mavs can't collect, however. It'll be the Chill who keep on with a fresh shot clock. Out from distance, nice shot, good save by Swan, and a good rebound collected out of the air by Harnick, who sets up his man, flying down, and they score! That's Muratori who scores!
Yeah, he's a demon in transition. That guy's a big body on defense. He does it all. And he gets to the races there with Harnack controlling that rebound. That's just a great placement, too, on the shot. I mean, this team is lethal in transition, and it's so hard to stop, but that's how you draw it up.
Quite the setup there, and the Mavericks get the answer they were looking for after the Chill tied things up. Just about a minute later, the Mavs get one back, and it's a 2-1 game. Off that face-off, it's collected here by Calgary, who takes it back into the zone. Damon Penoyer sets up for Wallace. Cameron Wallace gets a little bit of a hard time here for the Mavs, but does escape the initial check. Now runs into Drake May, forced a dish off. Skukat finds it and fires it. Rebound collected, Calgary scores. That's Cameron Wallace who puts it in the back of the net.
Absolutely, that's a Jacob, I don't know how to pronounce that. Skukat. He gets the original shot, and Wallace is cutting hard to the middle. He picks up the garbage on a dive and just puts it past Swan. I don't think Swan knew where the rebound went, but Wallace sure did, and he made it one count.
So Wallace got the first one.
Yeah. Sorry, Shurak got the first original shot, and then Wallace cleaned up the garbage, I should say, in front. Little garbage goal.
Cameron Wallace flies into the crease and fires that one in the back of the net, and the Chill have answered right back. We've had 4 goals inside what feels like 2 minutes here. And both teams have split them. It's 2-2.
That was a quiet start, I thought, and now it's ramped up.
Really opened things up here. Now in the offensive zone, it's the Chill once again looking for more as Wallace feathers one into the area. That is Callum Zarski battling for it. Now it's collected by Logan Penoyer. Once again down low looking for Wallace, who almost had that. And that would have been a pretty special goal. But back the other way, it's collected here by Mountain View. That's Benko who fired it out. Now down low is Sutherland, who collects, fires one from the arc. Nice save by Guig, and into the corner it comes. It's picked up by the big Brett Holt. Holt lugs it up the floor, fires one forward. That's Logan Penoyer. Penoyer now has it. Down low they come, Skukat. Skukat holds, fires, nice save off the stick of Sarkson this time. It's collected by Luke Hildebrand. He's away to the races at 2-on-2, looking for Riley Lodemeyer. He's found him, fires one on, and Guig with a hand save, it looked like. Back the other way now. Here comes Calgary on the offensive prowl. Luke Kenny peels away from a check, hands it off. No, he fakes it. Now he will eventually hand it on over. Baxter Graff gets a hard time. Back to Kenny. Kenny fakes the shot. Now will look to fire. That was blocked before it got to the target. Looking to retreat here is Calgary, as that one was over the line, but the Mavericks collect nonetheless. Jay Stalinsky.
Need the whistle up here because I see everything.
Bird's eye view. It's not bad. Jay Stalinsky will carry it into the corner, right-hand side. Gets a little bit of a shove. Gets a big shove this time up against the glass. Loses the ball. Calgary picks it up. Benko looking to put the pressure on right away, but Calgary is able to get themselves over half and into the offensive zone with some speed. Liam Ross holds up at the top of the arc. Waits for Cameron Wallace to get back out there. Wallace has got a goal in this one already. A diving effort into the crease. Tied it up just moments ago. Wallace now, Skukat. Now back out, faking the shot, now holding and firing one across is Dumoulin. Now back out to Skukat, who scores. What an effort this time around for Skukat. Diving into the crease, gets around Swan and scores.
Yeah, you hate to see those ones going, especially when you get one called off the start, but that's an individual effort by Skukat and Wallace. They've been setting up that side, looking pretty good together, but he goes from outside the 24 all the way into the crease, so he's individual effort for sure.
5:54 remains here in the first period. Mavs now down 3-2 after being up 2-1 just 3 minutes ago. We've got an infraction right off the draw. Mavs will have it first. Liam Steele dishes off. Kai Klass now, another whistle out there. Pardon me, maybe I misheard that one. Squeaky shoes out there today, Dawson.
Yo.
Here's Kai Klass, peels out of the corner, dishes off for Baumung, who's able to fetch that one out of the sky for Hayden Sutherland. Sutherland back out, now firing one on is McCulloch. Nice save by Guig. Here comes Calgary, and we'll slow things up. Damon Penoyer for Cameron Wallace. Wallace gets a little bit of a pick, now moves his way into the offensive zone, fires one on. Swan was looking for it, it's behind him. Swan still looking for it as the ball eventually ricochets up and out of play, but dangerous looking moment there.
Yeah, absolutely. When that ball is behind your goalie and he don't know where it is, if he spins the wrong way, it's going in the net.
A little bit of a deliberation here between the officials. That one did look to be pretty much behind Alex Swan. A little bit of a talk here about who last touched the ball, and it'll be Calgary possession by all accounts.
Yeah, it seemed to be Mavs got the last touch for sure.
Here's Wallace, who fires one right from the top of the arc. Didn't miss by much. The rebound is collected, however, by Riley Benko. Gets away from three checkers. This is Drake May, I beg your pardon. Drake May now down low. He was looking for Jordan Benko, and Benko gets shoved to his tuchus for his efforts. Now back the other way now is Calgary. They'll start up with Logan Penoyer into the offensive zone now, setting things up. Ethan Dumoulin. Out back is Bannister. Now here comes Dumoulin, who is in the offensive zone, gets a heavy check there. Ran into, who was that, Benko, who put up the check? No, that looked like Hildebrand.
Little Ethan Hildebrand laid the body there.
Big check. Here's big Hildebrand and Luke, who fires it back out for Riley Benko, who had that shot blocked. In transition, a one-on-one, away to the races, Tyler Hussey. Hussey has to stop up, though, as Pinchard was on his heels. Now Pinchard looking to bang it away. He does so successfully. What an effort there from Remy Pinchard. He'll stay out there for the offensive possession. Lodemeyer carries it over. Transition man was asked to stay out there with the offense. Down low is Hayden Sutherland. Over the shoulder pass, looking for McCulloch. McCulloch lets that one slide into the corner. Now big check laid out there by Lodemeyer, but unable to pop the ball free. Now the goalie steps out, makes a check, and now we've got a turnover, Mavs ball.
Yeah, moving pick. When that goalie gets his feet set and you just bump him a little bit, it's a moving pick.
Guig disagrees, but he'll have to face this effort here by Baumung, who scores! What an effort rider bomb on to tie the game at 3.
And not to pick on anybody, but that's Cooper Gauk's fault and only his, as you don't need to set that pick, and he does and gives the Mavs the ball back. Bowman makes his individual effort. Nobody else touches it. He goes straight to the crease and jumps over the line, and looks like it was a good goal this time.
Mavericks tie things back up. They're up 2-1 in this contest. Watch Calgary score 2 straight. Now they've got one back. It's a 3-3 game, and all the scoring here in the last 7.5 minutes. Face-off picked up here by Mountainview. They'll get set up first, but over the line. Liam Steele doesn't like to call, but it'll have to come off. Defense out there, offense for Calgary.
That bird's eye view does put us on the negative side for that over and back.
Yeah, that was definitely over the line, I thought, but here comes Calgary. Right-hand side, Owen Bannister fires one across, looking for Skukat. He's found him. Now Skukat back for Bannister. Down low he comes. Dumoulin now carries it out. Dumoulin still has it, holds, fires. That one's through the arm of Swan, but just wide of the target. There comes Calgary. They fire one on from distance. Get a fresh shot clock, but it's Mountainview who picks it up first. What a pass from Hildebrand. He finds Harnick. Harnick all alone is denied by Gall.
Yeah, that's a good look there for Harnack, but you got to make it fast-paced. Cooper Gall can track a slow man.
Back the other way, here comes Calgary. Getting set up in the offensive zone. Here is Bannister who fires one on and they score! Sartson, I beg your pardon, finds the back of the net as we've got pushing and shoving to follow. But it's Calgary who's going to take a 4-3 lead.
That's a disrespectful move. You kick a guy on the ground, you're not the greatest looking guy, but moving pick on Hildebrand nonetheless, and Baxter finds that net in the scuffle or whatever you want to call it that happened in the middle there, and that was a good looking shot.
Looked like the Calgary sin bin did open momentarily. I don't know if anyone stepped in there though, Dawson.
Yeah, they should. I mean, you can't really, I don't know if kicking's in this sport. I know hitting is. But
we'll see. Riley Lodemeyer will look for an explanation here. The Mavs captain steps by the official's crease. Nothing. We've got nothing coming out of that one, so we'll stay even strength here as the Mavs are now down 1. It's 4-3 at the Innisfil Twin Arena.
I'm happy that actually happened to Luke Hildebrand, because you can see a pace of play when he gets it like upset or mad about something. He lets everyone know and shows him by his skills. So hopefully he ramps up this Mavs team and gets us a tied game or a lead going into this second period.
Still a lot of time to do so with 2:43 to go here before the first intermission. Luke Hildebrand is the one to pick up the ball after the loose scramble following the face-off. Hildebrand now slows up. Rest of the offense joins him. Jay Stalinsky to his left. That's likely where he wants to go, but he finds Sutherland. Sutherland now on that left-hand side. Looks to scoop it down low. Delinsky now has it. Delinsky looks to shake away from a checker. Can't get around the second before losing the ball. Look to feather one back out for Sutherland. Those two weren't on the same wavelength. Back the other way comes Calgary in possession now, firing one on. Nice save made. That was Cash Bannister, who is all alone, but we've got a turnover. Calgary's got it.
Yeah, Lodemeyer stepped in the crease after picking up that ball. Just a dumb turnover in a sense.
Cameron Wallace now starts things out. He passes out, finds Callum Zarski. Zarski now will dish it out, firing one on. That was a dangerous shot once again from Cash Bannister, who's had a couple of looks now. Fired one up the floor, did Alex Swan. He was looking for Riley Lodemeyer. Lodemeyer got bumped. It looked like he took a pretty high hit there. No call. And Calgary will pick up the ball and maintain possession. 20 seconds on the shot clock. They fire one down low. It's Zartson who fires one on Swan. He'll let that one hit him, and now collecting is Mountainview. Back the other way, Ethan Hildebrand. 1:21 remains here in the first as Mountain View heads into the offensive zone. Carter McCulloch now has to lug it into the offensive zone. Down low he goes. McCulloch holds, fires, rebound comes out. It's collected here by Calgary. Loose scramble forward briefly, but now it's eventually scooped up and away comes Davis McCulloch. McCulloch now steps up, finds Cameron Wallace, who steps into the open space in the middle of the floor. He's forced off here by Brandon Harnick. Makes a nice dish out. Skukat now into the right-hand side. Cash Bannister, Sartson now, back down low they come. That is Zarski. Zarski now holds, winds, fires, and Swan is looking for it behind him. Pulls it out of the... Well, it was behind him. I don't know if he pulled it out of the back of the net, but he definitely saved one from going in the back of the net. Here comes Brandon Harnick in transition. Harnick with 30 seconds to go. Can't get around his checker. Will have to dish off. Jay Stalinsky's here to help him as he carries into the right-hand corner. Mavericks changing here. 20 seconds to go. They've only got 15 on the shot clock. We'll need to get one before the end of this period. Here is Sutherland. Down low. Setting things up. That was Stalinsky who finds Benko, and that was denied by Guig. We're down to the last 5 seconds. We'll see if the Chill can get up the floor one last time. Looks like Mountain View is going to prevent that here as the buzzer will sound. And the first period comes to a close here at the Innisfil Twin Arena. Boy, that was a fun one, Dawson. Back and forth action, but it's the Calgary Chill who are up 1. They've got the advantage 4-3 heading into first intermission.
Yeah, and I didn't see that last little mess around in front of the net. I was watching Trey Myers give the same treatment back to Zarski on the ground, but yeah, I didn't see what happened there. So, but intense in the last 2 minutes.
Mavericks have had goals from Hayden Sutherland, Ryder Baumlung, and Everett Moritari, but right now it is the Chill who have the advantage. We'll be back to recap that opening first period and bring you the second period to play as well here on the Mavericks YouTube channel. Give us about 7 minutes time. You're watching the Mavs and the Calgary Chill on the Mavs YouTube channel.
Mute off.
And welcome back inside the Innisfil Twin Arena. It's Baron Van Cloester. I'm joined ringside by Dawson Mailer, of course, for the final regular season home game of the 2024 Rocky Mountain Junior B Tier 1 Lacrosse League season for your Mountain View Mavericks. But Dawson, as we were just talking about on the break there, it's not going to be the final game here for the Mavericks, as they'll have at least 2 more home games coming up as playoffs are coming down the road. Take us through your experience in any playoff scenario or in this league. What can the Mavericks expect over the next couple of weeks?
A lot of excitement and emotion or nerves, whatever you want to call it. And then, I mean, it's not a party, but it's a party aspect. Like, you got to get in with the group of guys and just give it your all for 60 minutes and then go and practice and then go out and do another 60 minutes. And so you kind of got to love the guys around you. You got to love the sport, because the next week's pretty tough beating on your body, and it's going to take a lot of energy for sure.
And of course, we're still waiting to see how things are going to shake out in the Rocky Mountain Lacrosse League. But whether did they get that first round bye or a matchup with the Rampage, or possibly the Chill, depending on how things go over the next 40 minutes here and out of town scoreboard wise as well. What do you think the Mavs mentality has to be as they head into those next matchups?
Well, I think it starts with this one here. If you're going to end up playing the Chill here first round, you don't want to give them any motivation that, hey, we can beat these guys, or hey, we can run with these guys. You want to kind of start the beating now and make sure the Chill have no hope going into those games. And if you're going up against the Rampage, it's a rival game, so it's going to be the hardest game you ever play, right? It's going to be hard hitting, and bruises will be showing for sure, but you just got to keep your body healthy for sure and be ready for the 60 minutes.
For the Rampage, they're playing some of their worst lacrosse at the worst time of the season. They're on a bit of a losing skid right now. They are 16 points. They're last in the Central Division. The Chill have the 2-point advantage. This game is absolutely massive for Calgary. If they get the win today, they guarantee themselves a playoff spot. With a loss, Red Deer still has the hammer. Here comes Calgary into the offensive zone, as Cameron Wallace knows that. He looks to carry it and looks to get a shot on, but fires that one over the target. It's Calgary up 1-4-3 as we begin the second period. Liam Steele on a 2-on-1, but we've got a whistle behind the play and a call coming up, Dawson.
I think it's Luke Hildebrand here. He might have a call coming towards him.
Tough one there for the Mavs star, who gets called with a holding infraction. We'll have a power play coming up here for the Chill. Their first opportunity of the afternoon. They're up 1.
In the note that we had a 3-on-1 going the other way,
yeah.
But I'd say 2-on-1s. Liam Steele had a face-off stick. You don't really want to be the guy shooting with one of those.
Here we go. It'll be Bannister who starts things out. Bannister's got a goal, one of the 4 for Calgary. He'll carry it into the offensive zone. Power play underway. Wallace and Bannister play pitch and catch. Now Skukak gets an opportunity to get in, but it's back to Bannister, who winds, fires. That one's wide, and it comes out of bounds. Mavs ball. We resume with Drake May. May carries it into the Calgary end. May still holds. Now we'll look to fire one on. He dives into the crease, but takes a step on that line. Turnover. Brett Holtz got it. He's over the line. 90 seconds to go here on this Calgary power play. Getting set up now. Zarski dishes out for Bannister. Bannister over for Wallace, back for Bannister. Bannister now winds into the corner. He goes. Skukak now setting up a man in. And I believe that was Dumoulin who got a shot off, but it sounded like a pad save made by Swan. Back out it comes. Calgary on the turnover. They've got it again with a fresh shot clock. Firing one on again, and a nice save made by Alex Swan. Back the other way, it's Myers in transition, 1-on-1. Myers peels away, he finds an open man. Sutherland is denied. It's behind Guig, he's looking for it, and he's got it covered up.
Yeah, that was a good look here by Myers, and Sutherland in that transition pass by Dolinsky was on the mark, so it's a good look if you can get a shot off on a penalty kill.
Absolutely was. Here comes Calgary back on the power play with about 30 seconds to go and 13 on the shot clock. Bannister back over. It's intercepted. Nice work by Ethan Hildebrand. Now looking for the loose ball. He's got it in his cradle. Hildebrand out. Dolinsky now over the line. Down low, it's collected by Moratori. Moratori's got a goal for the Mavs as well. He steps around his checker. Now Moratori, a little bit of space, gets it in the corner. Dolinsky can't hang on to it. And now it's Guig who picks it up. Guig with a sloppy pass. Delinsky looks to get in between that. Guig swats it down with his fly catcher of a goalie net, but now it's Calgary who picks it up illegally, and a Mavs ball.
Yeah, he just went through the crease there, and you can't do that. Either side of it. You can't go in it on offense or defense.
Lodemeyer heads on off. Delinsky has it in the corner. Delinsky carries out, one hand on his stick, still holds on to it. Benko fires one on. That one's wide. It's collected again by Delinsky, who fires and scores. What an effort from Jace Delinsky, who dives in and ties this game.
I don't know if that's individual effort or second effort or third effort, as it was his fourth attempt going towards that net, but Riley Benko with the first assist, as that shot didn't hit the net, and Delinsky got it back. So Delinsky takes it to the rack and jumps through the crease. He initially got the call for the high stick and still made his way towards the net and buried it. So that's 3 crease dives we've seen get called today. So looks like you're allowed to go in there today.
Now we've had some tight calls in this contest. It's back and forth, and again, it's one that means quite a bit in the standings if you think about things. We'll have to get an update on the out-of-town scoreboard to see how Rocky View is doing, but right now it's Luke Hildebrand who's gone to the Mavericks in a 4-4 ball game. Hildebrand back out for Remy Pinchot. Pinchot now starts up the offense. Faces a checker here from the chill, but Pinchot is still with it, trying to get away from that guy. Jordan Benko out in the corner. Sutherland sets up his man in McCulloch, and Goig is looking for it. It's the chill who collect him. Back out over the line. Here comes Luke Kenny. Kenny's got it. Still with it. McCulloch has it. Dishes off. Callum Zarski into the corner. This is Sartsin. Sartsin fire, that one blocked. Here's Mountainview who's got it. Remy Pinchot, joined by Luke Hildebrand. Aiden Sutherland's out there now. Baumung as well as Riley Benko. Benko the man now. Out comes for Hildebrand, now for Sutherland. Hildebrand needs a change. Sutherland still got it. Down low. Baumung spins, can't get around the check. Now we'll fire a shot over the top of his head. Now digging away is Calgary. They've got it. Looking to get out here is Holt. He'll get it into the offensive zone of Calgary. Heel off for a change now. Owen Bannister. Shots 21 all as Calgary gets set up in the offensive zone with Wallace. Wallace back out. Back over the shoulder pass, but that one disconnects, and Swan is going to easily collect. Here comes Trayton Myris. He's over the line. Myris now finds Riley Benko, who scores. The Mavs take the lead with Riley Benko.
That's a good off-the-bench look there. As he notices no chill defenders are out there and cuts to the middle. Trey Myris with the first assist. He looked off Hayden Sutherland. Hayden Sutherland didn't like it, but it worked out in the end. Alex Swan with the second assist, and it wasn't a long bomb this time.
Beautiful, beautiful play. And the Mavericks, they get the lead back. They've had it already in this contest. Now we'll look to hang on to it as the Chill fight for their playoff lives. Down one, they're looking for possession after that face-off. Barreling into the zone, but this one's collected the other way by Moratori. One-on-one, here's Everett Moratori, who scores. What a goal! His second of the afternoon.
When he gets those feet moving, you just cannot stop him. He goes this way, that way, then back to the original first move and goes all the way coast to coast. That's Riley Lodemeyer with the tap to him. And then I think Liam Steele could get one off the face-off. I don't know if that's the second assist, but it is in hockey, I know that, but I don't know about lacrosse.
Couple of goals in quick succession, 3 unanswered to start the second period. That's 3 inside 5 minutes, and the Mavs have a 2-goal lead. Scramble off the face-off once again. Still loose on the floor. Both teams digging away. Mavs have it first. Here they come looking for more. Liam Steele runs into Guig. And the Chill take exception to that. Here comes Brett Holt. Referee has to restrain the Mavs player. And cooler heads will prevail.
I think Steele might have a penalty as he kept going back for the fight, but yeah, they're giving him one. goalie interference or roughing.
So we'll get things settled out here as the refs make their way into their crease to talk things out.
2 minutes.
Alex Swan being told to get out of here. He's looking for a water break, but he's not going to be allowed to have much of one as he makes his way back to his net.
And I don't know if you, as a chill player, you could be upset as you guys threw the first punch with the kick on a guy on the ground, but Liam Steele, I think, knew what he was doing when he went straight towards that net.
Schiller going to get their second opportunity on the man advantage of this afternoon, and boy, this could be a timely power play if they take advantage of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Going 3 up here, you got all momentum, and Chill is down and out, and now that all they can think about is, hey, we need one right here.
Pretty good opportunity to get back into this one, no doubt about it. 14:48 to go in the second period. 6-4, the Mavericks are up. Power play will kick off here. Left-hand side, Cameron Wallace. Back out top, Bannister. Now back in possession is Dumoulin. Down low they come. Zarski is digging away, but it's Swan who collects. Alex Swan now. Nice pass out of the zone. Brandon Harnick shakes off a check. Look to do so again. Now 2 men on him, including big Brett Holt, probably the biggest guy out there today. Pushes his man up against the wall. Harnick doing well to keep battling through. On the ground is Drake May looking for it. Harnick's on the bottom of a dog pile here. Coming to his defense, Riley Lodemeyer now right in front of us. Screaming, yelling, pushing, shoving, but nothing coming out of this.
No, that's great by the Mavericks. You know, keep the nerves low here. You don't want another penalty, and Chill gave him the ball right back with that interference.
Sunderland sets up Hildebrand, who just barely missed. Now back the other way. Here's an opportunity for Calgary into the offensive zone. Hoshman away to the races. He's all alone, and he is denied by Alex Swan. What a save there from the Mavs goaltender.
Yeah, you'd like to see Benko make his way back into the D zone. Instead, he elects to go for a change, but he's too late. And that gave Calgary their first opportunity.
Chill power play continues as firing one on is Dumoulin, and looking for it is Swan. Somewhere in his gear, it eventually pops out, and the Mavs will pick it up. About 50 to go in this power play for Calgary, but they don't have the ball right now. It's the Mavs who take it in the offensive zone. Ethan Hildebrand down low for Sunderland, in no hurry at all. Sunderland still hasn't moved a step before now working his way to the middle, shoveling one towards goal. Guig stops that one. Now with odd numbers, back comes Calgary. 2-on-2 develops. Calgary has to stop up. 20 to go in this power play. Callum Zarski for Calgary, who'll dish off. Looking to set up Cash Bannister. Now down low, it's Calgary moving that ball around, firing one on, and they score. Shot on by Zarski, and that one finds the back of the net. It's 6-5.
That's 3 seconds left too. That's a dagger. That's Zarski, assisted by Baxter Graff and Jacob Schukat. Yeah.
That's where we're going with it, I think. It's a power play goal for the Calgary Chill. They're 1 for 2 now this afternoon, and that was a timely one at that. We talked about it at the start of that power play, Dawson, but that was a big goal. They get back into this one now.
Yeah, it's just a 1-goal lead here after the Mavs played the best first 5 minutes you could. Oh.
Lodemeyer will pick up the loose change. It's collected by Mountainview as they work their way into the offensive zone. Fresh shot clock. Sloppy play there. Benko can't hold on to it. It bounces into the corner. Riley looking for it again. Again, he can't scoop it up. That thing refuses to go into the cradle. Now back the other way. Calgary has an opportunity with Baxter Graff. Graff does the hard work, now fires it forward and setting up an open man in Wallace, who makes no mistake. Nifty passing from Calgary. They've tied this game at 6.
Yeah, Baxter Graff gets his legs going downfield, and they got 2 guys already down there. It's a sloppy change by the Mavericks here, and that's just Luke Kenny finding Cameron Wallace on the far side, and it's what we call the empty net by the looks of it. Just a quick, easy tap, and nothing Swan can do.
Swan left watching there as that was some great passing from Calgary. They earned that one. They've tied this game back up. We saw 3 unanswered from Mountain View, now 2 in consecutive fashion from Calgary. 6-6. Drake May's got it. Down low is Hayden Sutherland. Sutherland now peels away from a check. Now down low. Baumung digging away. So too are the Chill. Swanning that is Guig. And the goaltender for Calgary will collect an outlet. Not a good pass though. Getting in the way is Sutherland. Sutherland swoops it forward. Drake May's alone. Had a little bit of room, but takes a foot into the crease. A step into the crease.
That great effort by Sutherland to play first base there and block that ball and somehow get a one-handed pass to May. May just couldn't bury it.
Holt is away. Transition game is underway for Calgary. Now the offensive crew comes out there. 26 all on the shot clock. 6-6 on the scoreboard. Cameron Wallace feathers one inside. It's broken up here by Luke Hildebrand. He's away. 1-on-2. Could be a 2-on-2. Hildebrand still with it. Hildebrand now looks for a pass. Hildebrand sees a man down in the crease. That was Moratori who got a shove. No call coming back the other way. Cameron Wallace. Here's Wallace away to the races. Held up there by Ethan Hildebrand. Nifty shot on. Alex Swan had to be sharp on that one. Back the other way, it's Myris. End-to-end action here today. Myris takes it into the offensive zone. Into the corner now. He's pushed up against the wall. Dolinsky's the open man. Dolinsky has it in one hand. Takes it to the other side. Steele back out top, firing one on. That's McCulloch. Nice shot, nice save made by Guig as well. Calgary kicks it up over the line. They're into the offensive zone now. It could be a 3-on-1 if they pick up the ball quickly. Class of the low man back, firing one on. Loose scramble for it. Swan finds it, and we've got a call coming up.
That's Lodemeyer with a check from behind here. Looks to be 2 minutes. I think Kai Klaas had enough time to get across there and somewhat slow up that 3-on-1, but he didn't. And Lodemeyer's got to take a bad penalty here.
This will be the 3rd power play of the afternoon for Calgary, who just scored with 3 seconds remaining on their last attempt.
And I think you're just giving them life here. You closed them off, and now you just said, hey, come back into the game.
Well, that's exactly what I was thinking here, Dawson, as the Chill are fighting for their playoff lives. Of course, they need a win here. Of course, the Rampage on their heels. That play broken up. How about this from Brandon Harnick? Brandon Harnick's got a breakaway. He's away into the races, and he's denied. Guig with a nice save.
Great save, but I don't know how a guy from the bench is the first guy back when you still had 4 guys at the timeline there, or the house, whatever you want to call it. Illegal substitution.
Takes 30 seconds off this power play, though, as Calgary gets set back up in the offensive zone. Now it's Bannister down low. Skukant now back for Cameron Wallace. Now setting up an open man in, I believe that was Sarnson who put one off the side of the goal. In transition, Harnick looking to get away to the races. Has to wait up for the ball to catch up with him. Now Harnick will go into the offensive zone. Sets up his man in Klaas, who just misfires. Here comes Calgary back the other way. Into the offensive zone, setting up his Hamill. Hamill needs a change. Wallace now has it. Wallace back out for Cash Bannister. Back to Wallace. Wallace has 2. Bannister's got 1. Wallace has it again. Here's Bannister. Now back out. Sartson. It's with Dumoulin now. Dumoulin sets up his man Sartson, who fires a low one on. Saved by Swan. Mountain View collects, and out of the zone they come. Drake May held up there a little bit, but now gets away from the checker. Couple of Chill players make it hard on May. Hard enough for them to force the turnover as well. Back the other way now, Calgary away. Ethan Dumoulin. Dumoulin gets caught up. Dishes off for his man in Cash Bannister. Bannister with Wallace now gets it back. Oh, that's intercepted. Nice work here from Jace Dolinsky. He's away on a breakaway. Dolinsky denied. Gets his own rebound though. Here's Dolinsky. Stays with it. Hildebrand will have it from him. Now at the top of the arc, Hildebrand fires one, and that one is a skipper that got underneath Guig but missed the target. Got a piece of him though. Mavs continue.
Just caught the post on my eye. Dangerous look.
Dolinsky. That was a good look there from the Mavs. Dolinsky's shot is just wide. It's collected here by Mountain View. Now Sutherland fires. That was a pretty decent looking shot. Ricochets off the end wall. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Remy Panjan. and shot. Can't swim away from the second checker there. Holt will dig it out. Calgary in possession. Back over the line they come. That is Boisel, who's got it back. Boisel goes after it himself. Now digging away are the Mavericks in their own end. Trying to pick up the loose change here is Noah Perez. Pushed up against the wall. Big Alex Swan comes to the rescue. Swan uses his stick to his advantage. Now sets up Kai Klaas, who's racing down the left wall. Gets things set up for Luke Hildebrand. Hildebrand from distance wanted to fire one on, didn't have the lane. Now will fire one across for his running mate and Jordy Benko for Riley Benko, and Riley takes a tumble before falling into the middle area. Ball comes ricocheting out to the Mavs bench. Now back out front of the goal. Calgary scoops it up and they're away. Bit of a scramble there on that possession. Into the offensive zone. They get sent up on the left-hand side. Skookat's got it. Skookat now back on the right-hand side. Sets up his man at Sartson. Sartson steps into the inside. Fires one into the corner. 50-50 ball. Mavs have it. Luke Hildebrand's away. He's over half. Hildebrand steps up the top of the arc. Fakes the shot. Now fires and scores. That's clean by the goaltender. What a feed and what a shot. What a goal from Luke Hildebrand.
It's an unassisted effort as he waits for the ball to bounce off, and he reads those perfectly that nobody's going to pick it up but me, and goes all the way down one move, inside look, and just tucks it short side. It's dangerous when that ball is in his stick. I don't know where he's shooting ever, and you look at the net and you see it move.
The last count, the 5th leading scorer in the Rocky Mountain Junior B Tier 1 Lacrosse League is Luke Hildebrand. He has been quiet for his part tonight, but that's his first of the evening. A big goal for the Mavs as well, jumping out to a 7-6 lead. By his standards, he's been quiet.
Yes, for sure, and that's the one you needed, and that's the guy you want to get it. He's going to get the bench rolling.
Cameron Wallace is one of those players for Calgary. They fire one on, and nice save by Swan. Collected into the corner. A dangerous looking play there on Easton Urban, who takes exception.
Could have been a call, but it looked like just a size difference, and you can't blame the chill guy for that, I guess.
We'd like to, but we won't. Here comes Liam Steele into the offensive zone. Carter McCulloch for Luke Hildebrand. Hildebrand now dishes to Hayden Sutherland. Sutherland, nifty moves, finds McCulloch. Good pass by Sutherland at a wide open McCulloch, and a nice save by Guyig, who scrambles to find the ball, but will do so successfully.
I think that was in and out of his stick before you could even see the number on the back of his jersey.
That was a fast-looking play from McCulloch. Down low they come. It's Skookat who's got it here for Calgary. Back out they come. Looking to set up the offense at the top of the arc for Zarski. Now it's cross for Sartson. Sartson now takes it back to where it came from. Sartson winds, fires, and that one must have took a deflection before it went wide, but Calgary will pick it up. They do have a fresh shot clock as well. Cameron Wallace sets up Skookat into the middle. Luke Hildebrand looks to swat that away. Neither side able to find it. Eventually it's Calgary who pulls away. Offense continues here. They keep things going. Zarski into the corner. Forced off here by Luke Hildebrand, playing some relentless D. Zarski fires one on. That's off the chest of Alex Swan. Swan now in transition. Hits Brandon Harnick in stride. Away is Harnick. He's one-on-one, but we've got a downed Mavericks player. That looks like it's Trayton Myers, who's a little worse for wear. He'll make his way off, but Brandon Harnick, how about this effort in the offensive zone? He's 1-on-5. He's still got the ball. Harnick rags the ball and eventually gets it popped up, and now going to the battle is the rest of the Mavericks, including Baumung, and Sutherland will fire one on. That one just misses. Eventually the Mavs do run out of time on the shot clock, and it's collected by Calgary the other way. Big check right on open floor. Easton Hildebrand sets up his man, Ethan Hildebrand, looking for his man in Moratori. That one got away from him. Baumung's behind the play. So here comes Riley Lodemeyer. Lodemeyer slows things up. Now the big Mavs captain is out there roaming, but here's Drake May, who pushes it towards the wall. It's collected by Calgary. 4 minutes to go in the second period. 7-6 the advantage for Mountain View. Skookat into the corner. Gets a hard time from Lodemeyer. We'll leave it there. Picking things up here is Calgary's Graff, as Graff finds a man in the middle. Bannister fires one on. It's collected by Swan right as the shot clock sounds. Luke Hildebrand will lug it in the offensive zone. Mavs possession will kick up here. Hildebrand looks to peel away from the checker, runs into two Calgary players, now has to force it back out for Sutherland. Sutherland takes a fake, now fires and scores. Sutherland finds the back of the net, and the Mavs got a 2-0 lead, or a 2-goal lead.
I just want to note, Luke Hildebrand just took his change from his last goal there. He's played that entire time and makes a great effort to get in and dishes to Hayden Sutherland. And Swan technically is the last guy to pass it to Hildebrand, so Swan with another assist. I don't know if he'll get it on the stat sheet, but nonetheless, Sutherland makes his little shimmy shake, pauses at the defender, and just goes, I'll go around you, and tucks one in.
That was a beauty of a finish for Hayden Sutherland, who's got 2 now this afternoon. Does good for the confidence, right, Dawson, heading into the postseason to have your offensive players firing like this.
Absolutely, and especially after yesterday's game where the defense got sloppy, you want to see everybody firing on all cylinders.
Into the offensive zone comes Calgary, looking to answer back here. They've had a lead briefly in this one. They jumped out with a couple of consecutive goals for a 1-goal lead in this second period, but it's the Mavs who have answered back. A little bit of sloppy play here through neutral floors. Both teams are looking for that errant pass from Mountainview, and eventually to Calgary, who comes to collect. Sartson will take it into the offensive zone. Less than 3 minutes to go here in the second. Sartson now, right-hand side of your screen, fires one across for Skukat, who can't hold it cleanly, but now will eventually dig it away. Skukat now fires into the middle. Wallace looking for it. It's collected now by Jordan Benko. Benko's away. Benko holds, fires, and saved by Gui. Into the corner, a battle for it. It's dug out by Benko, fires it across looking for his brother and Riley. But that one is eventually dug away from Calgary.
Yeah, on the initial one, I don't know if he liked his shot better than his brother's or if it was because his brother was on the other side that he elected to shoot it.
Some frustration here from the Calgary bench as they are in possession, offensive zone. It's Cameron Wallace, looks to shake around a checker. Wallace now flying into the zone, but takes a step in the crease. And that is going to result in the Mavs ball.
The Mavs bench don't like the call if he didn't hit the goalie, but he definitely did catch a piece of Swan there.
You can tell they wanted that call, but they're not going to get it here. The Mavs have yet to have a power play this afternoon. Meanwhile, Calgary's had 3 of their own. They do have a goal to count for it. Here's Ryder Balmong, who gets a hard time in the offensive zone. He has the ball come loose, but eventually it'll be Remy Pinchot who collects. Shot from distance is from Jace Dolinsky, and that is going to run things out of time. I think we had a shot clock malfunction there as Calgary is going to pick up possession.
Yeah, you can hear it as a player, a ref count down the remaining shot clock, but from up here we can't see it for sure.
In the offensive zone is Calgary. Cameron Wallace had that one in and out of his cradle as he'll eventually pick it up behind the net. Wallace back out. Skukat doesn't have a shot. Now will dish off. On the other side of things is Dumoulin. Dumoulin takes the shot, now fires from distance. That one's off the leg before it can get to the target. Batting away here is Brandon Harnick. He forces the turnover. Now it's Harnick back in the offensive zone, but just couldn't hold on to that pass from Noah Perez. In the O-zone, though, is Harnick battling away at things. He can't dig it free. Less than a minute to go here in the second. Is into the offensive zone with a little bit of speed is Damon Penoyer. Penoyer finds it into the middle. Here's Graff over the shoulder. He can't connect to the goal. Picking it up is Skukat, who fires it on. I believe Swan got a piece of that one. And now it'll be Calgary who collects. I don't think he did, however. Now back out it comes. It's Bannister who's digging away for it. Remy Pinchot as well. We've got the shot clock that sounds. And it's Pinchot who pokes the stick away of Bannister. And that's going to result in the call coming up here.
Yeah, you don't call the first one, but you call the second one, and Pinchot kind of gave it too much of a whack, and you know it's a call, but you got to call the initial hold when he's holding the guy's stick and he's jumping. You got to see it, and it looks like we're only seeing the dark color in penalties here, and it's unfortunate.
Looks like Calgary's going to take a timeout here as well. They want to draw something up here. 24 seconds to go. They'll have a full opportunity here, and it looks like a power play as well.
Yeah, I don't like the call for sure, but Pinchot definitely did do it. I guess I don't like both of them not getting called. Pinchot was a penalty.
Yeah, hard to argue the pinch shot call, that's for sure. When you poke a stick away like that, pretty blatant here in the middle of the floor. The Mavs are going to have to do well to kill this one off. They played pretty good lacrosse here in this contest. It's been back and forth, really, Dawson, from the opening get-go here this afternoon. Both teams have had leads come and go, but right now it's the Mavericks with the advantage, 8-6.
Yeah, that's the best part about lacrosse. No lead is safe, and no game is done until the last second, so you never know. You could have a 7-1 lead and end up losing the game, right? So, but yeah, nonetheless, this game's been intense. It's been both ways. We haven't seen too far of a margin in the lead, and we haven't seen a team sit down and hold the lead just yet. So.
No, we really haven't. This will be the Mavericks' second opportunity with a 2-goal lead. They saw the first one evaporate. We'll see if they can hold on to this one. Shots are 33-33 as well. That has been kind of right down the middle all afternoon long. And now it'll be Calgary, who's off to their 4th power play. They're 1 for 3 so far. 24 seconds to go. They'll likely have the last possession here of this second frame.
I think the Chill might be a little better than the Mounties for sure, but the PK did go 1 for 9, or 9 for 8, right? 8 for 9, yeah, that's the one I'm looking for. There you go. So they played pretty good yesterday, but the Chill definitely have harder offense to stop.
We're now down the last 10 seconds. This Wallace has got it into the corner. Skukat back out front. Lannister will be the one that fires, and that is collected by Alex Swan. Now back at half, I beg your pardon, this is Dumoulin who picks it up, and the buzzer will sound. So not much coming out of that final possession on the power play here for the Calgary Chill, but they'll take that man advantage into the third period. But it's Calgary who finds themselves down 8-6. The Mavericks were down 4-3 coming into that second frame, but have fired right back out, and they have got the lead here as we head into the third and final period of play here for the regular season at the Innisfil Twin Arena. Just some of your thoughts there, Dawson, on the opening 40.
We got to minimize mistakes here for the Mavericks, like the pin shot one. You gas defense out for the 30 seconds. Mavericks finally get a chance to get the ball back, and you take a penalty. That's the mistakes I want to see cleaned up. Not necessarily the penalty's a mistake, but giving the Chill another possession in a way. You got to minimize them. I've said it all year long, and it looks like the Chill have gotten more possessions than we want so far. And as we can see, both offensive has been firing as we got 33 and 34 shots, but it's just, you got to clean up your house, or your defensive side, I guess I should say, and then that will translate to the guys on the offensive side. And I can't really complain about our offense just yet, because, I mean, it's been stellar so far.
It's been a pretty good game so far. Hayden Sutherland's got 2 in this one. So too does Cameron Wallace for the Calgary Chill. 8-6 is the advantage for Mountainview as we head into the third period. We'll have it for you here on the Mavs YouTube channel. In about 7 minutes time, we'll join you back inside the Innisfil Twin Arena. You're, of course, watching the Mavs and the Chill on the YouTube channel, home of the Mountainview Mavericks. welcome back inside the Innisfil Twin Arena, where we're getting set for the third and final period of action between the Mountainview Mavericks and the Calgary Chill. It's Baron Van Klooster. I'm joined inside the Mavs broadcast booth by Dawson Naylor. And Dawson, 20 miles to go here on the final regular season game. What do the Mavs need to work on here to ensure they come away with the victory and make sure they're tuned up for the opening round of the playoffs?
You just can't fall short is the saying, I guess. You don't want to be slacking on defense or slacking on offense. You don't want any non-mojo or motivation going into playoffs here, but you got to stay out of the penalty box for this last 20 minutes and hold a lead. And you don't got to, win by 20, but you got to definitely make sure you're in the winning side of it.
All you got to do is win by 1, of course. That's what the Mavericks will look to do. They're up by 2 right now. 8-6 is the stance. We've got 1 minute and 36 seconds of power play time still to go here as we take a quick break. Thanks to some of our great sponsors here before the start of the third. Platinum Fitness, Whitmer Realty, Ian McKee Insurance. Bronze sponsors include TGM Metal, Recycling, Carly Flaws, C&B Electric, and Bulldog Driver Training.
I got Triple Point Chemical Incorporation, TNT Customs, Dave TA Energy Services, 24/7 Compression Ltd, Wallworks Energy Service, Pure Chemical Service, Field Forge Brewing Co., and HydroTest.com, as well as Systems Group and Taylor Land.
Thank you to all of our great sponsors, of course, for hopping on with the Mountainview Mavericks and getting behind this broadcast as well. It's been a lot of fun so far. We've got 20 minutes to go in the regular season, and we will have playoff broadcasts for you this season as the Mavs have punched their ticket to the postseason with their best record in franchise history, 13-5-1, heading into today. Here is Calgary looking to put a dent into that, setting things up in the offensive zone. They're on the power play. Skuka with a great opportunity, but that one's broken up by the Mavs. Collected here as they kick it out of the zone. Brendan Harnick is held up and stripped of possession. Calgary will take it back down low with 50 seconds to go on the power play, about 20 on the shot clock. Bannister out for Sartson, now back for Bannister. Bannister over the shoulder for Sartson. Sartson now held up. It's back for Bannister. Bannister now left-hand side. He gets it back from Skukat. Now fires a low one on that. It's pad save by Alex Swan. That's a sharp-looking shot from Bannister. Swan had to be sharp himself. They've got it once again, a restart on the shot clock, so Calgary with plenty of time here as they'll wind up this power play. They are 1 for 3 so far as firing one on was Sartson. It's denied by Swan. In transition, they were looking for Luke Hildebrand. Can't quite find the leading goal scorer for Mountain View, so he's forced to turn off. And meanwhile, only 10 seconds to go in this power play as Kukat will walk it on down low. Wallace gets it back. Wallace now feathers one into the middle. The power play has come to an end. We're back to full strength here at the Innisfil Twin Arena. Skukat will collect. He's got it at the top of the arc. Looking to fire one across. A hard pass for Owen Bannister to work down. Luke Hildebrand is now looking to scoop it up himself. He'll just shovel it over the line. Right into the paws of Skukat, who fires it back down low, but we've got a buzzer sounding there. What was that all about?
Shot clock. Hildebrand never got his full cover on it, so the shot clock didn't reset, and yeah.
Heads up play as the Mavs will work their way into the offensive zone. Up 2, less than 18 to play. Sutherland's pass is a tough one to handle there on the left-hand side. Back the other way, and now Calgary will scoop it up and head into the offensive zone. Damon Penoyer. It's stumped up there from Riley Benko. It gives him a good, healthy whack for his efforts. Sartson's got it. Sartson now back to where it came from. Graff back on over. His Bannister over the shoulder. Now setting up Dumoulin, who feathers it over for Wallace, who finds the back of the net. Cameron Wallace has a hat trick, and Calgary has made this a 1-goal game.
That's all Wallace noticed. I think he must have noticed Benko is on the back end there, and he sets a pick on him, makes the cut, and there's only one defender there. Was Drake May left alone to cover 2 guys, and Wallace making that cut. Great pass out of not Zarski, but Baxter Graff, I believe it was.
I think it was as well. Graff's had a couple of helpers now this afternoon. Pretty nifty looking player there for the Calgary Chill, but it's a 1-goal game. 8-7 now at the Innisfil Twin Arena. This is a massive game in the standings. Chill enter number 3 in the Central. They're 2 points up on the Red Deer Rampage. The Rampage and the Rocky View Silvertips will play tonight in Calgary at around 6 o'clock. And that's a big game for the Mountainview Mavericks as well, as if they get a win this afternoon, and Rockyview gets a loss. Mountain View is going to have first place in the Central. Lots of mental gymnastics to get us there, but the Mavs have to take care of business here first. Brandon Harnick fires one on. Nice save by Gooey. The rebound is collected by Hildebrand, who gets a nifty shot on himself. And that's a good save by Gooey, but the Mavs are going to have possession.
Yeah, two great looks in transition. Harnack elects to shoot that over Hildebrand, but Hildebrand gets the rebound, says, I'll shoot it too.
Carter McCulloch now finds Remy Pinchard with a little bit of space, fires one towards Guig. Had a hard time with that one, but eventually will settle things down for Calgary. Back over they come. Calgary's head manning with Tyler Hussey. Hussey dishes off. Here's Cameron Wallace now. Just found his hat-trick goal. He's been all over it tonight for Calgary. Wallace now away to the races, scores! Cameron Wallace has tied this game up himself. 8-8.
Yeah, he makes that great effort cutting down. He's a bigger man, so once those wheels get turning downhill, it's kind of hard to get a guy in front of him, and that's Hussey with the transition assist, and that's just effort after effort for the Chill. But what you notice is we start on a PK, we fumble a couple offensive shifts there, and their offense is now set, and ours is scrambling as soon as you get down there. But that's all rhythm and timing, I guess, is what I want to call it. But that's not what you want to see if you're a Mavs fan.
We came here virtually tied on the shot clock as well, but it's the Chill who now have a healthy advantage, 40-35. As they look for more, having just tied this game. It's Kenny who has a little bit of a pressure, but eventually Cameron Wallace is going to get the pass. Wallace now into left-hand side. Sloppy play there from the Chill. Looking to break that up as Kai Klass. He's not quick enough as Cameron Wallace picks it up. Wallace now looks to fire one on. Good defense by Drake May. May bats it loose. Leaves it there for Moratori, who's away to the races. Moratori's got 2 goals in this contest. He'll head off. Benko now out there. Benko. His pass is intercepted. Back the other way is Oshman. Oshman's away to the races, and Swan denies. Big save from Alex Swan. That was one that the Mavs absolutely needed.
Absolutely, and it was a sloppy pass that started that.
You can just tell the Mavs offense not clicking right now. Sutherland in the offensive zone will look to remedy that as he hands it off. Here's Benko. No, that was McCulloch who fires, and that one finds the back of the net.
There we go. There's the Mavs coming back. That, or what do we want to call that there? The wheels finally turning on the offense, clicking together. What do we pronounce that? Michalak?
McCulloch?
McCulloch. There we go. McCulloch is the name. Carter. I'm just going to go with Carter with a nifty shot. That's by Sutherland and Benko down low as no other passes were made through, and all it took was 10 seconds in that offensive zone, that shift, and we got one right back.
Who was the official goal scorer on that one, Dawson? You think it was Benko?
No, Carter Milak.
There we go. The Mavericks won't care who scored it. All they care about is that they've got the lead. It's 9-8 after watching Cameron Wallace score 2 in consecutive fashion to tie this game up. Here's the Mavs back on the offensive prowl. They're looking for more as Riley Benko fires on. It's saved, and it's ricocheted all the way back out to the top of the arc. Still digging away are both sides before eventually Calgary will pick it up. They've got it with Luke Kenny. Kenny now, a back pass is going to head over the back line as well, over half I should say, so a little bit of a mystery pass there for Calgary.
I don't even know why I do my hand gesture. Nobody's going to call it if I say it. So, but yeah, that was a Benko pass. It looked Sutherland that made it to the net there.
Less than 15 to go with a 1-goal lead for Mountain View. Sutherland now has it. He headmans this offense. Joined, of course, by Baumung, who finds an open man, and Benko, who misses the target. Riley's shot just a little bit wide, but the Mavericks will hold on to it now. Must have caught a piece of the goaltender here. We've got a new shot clock. Sutherland, down low he goes. Baumung now on the left-hand side. Shakes around. A checker now has a little bit of room. Makes the pass across. Fires one on. That was McCulloch who had it blocked. And that is going to result in a Mavs ball.
Looked like it went off the Chill player there in front of the net.
Fresh shot clock. Possession remains with Mountain View here. Heavy pressure from Calgary. They push the man up against the wall. I believe That is Riley Benko in a battle. Does well to recover. Remy Pinchot's there to help him out, but it'll be the Mavs who have to turn it over.
Through the crease there was Remy Pinchot. It gave him an advantage towards that ball, and that's the time where that actually makes sense.
Getting down to crunch time now. We've got 13:30 to go as Calgary's into the offensive zone, down 1. Forced off, it's Sarchin who will start back out. Owen Bannister is joined by him. Dumoulin back on over. Wallace finds his way into the dangerous, dirty area there. He's bumped out of the possession. Here comes Luke Hildebrand. He's away to the races. Luke Hildebrand stopped up. Now will find his way behind the net. Looks to set up his man in Jordan Benko. Benko turned around. He's got Jay Stilinski. Hildebrand now down low he goes. Hildebrand has found his man. Now out comes Drake May. Here comes Hildebrand who fires a long one on. Looking for it is Guig. I'm not sure he knew 100% where that was, but he did make the save.
He felt it for sure, but that's a Luke Hildebrand classic wind-up from beyond the arc.
Into the offensive zone. Here comes Calgary. Skukat's got it now, turns away from a check, fires a low shot on. That's saved by Swan, rebounds into the neutral area, and we've got a turnover. Mavericks are going to be forced to defend.
Called a handball here. I don't know. Oh, he's just waiting to call it in. Handball by Easton Ertman.
Sartson gets it started. Now Bannister back out. Here's Cameron Wallace. Wallace has a hat trick already today. He hands it off for Skukat. Skukat now over for Owen Bannister. Bannister low one on. He scores. Calgary ties it back up. It's 9-all.
That's a great play by that lefty side there. That's Wallace, Bannister, and Skukat all in the point column for that one. Bannister being the one throwing the low ball in, and Wallace and Skukat playing the two-man game.
You can make that 2 goals on the afternoon for Cash Bannister as well. It's a low drive towards Swan, who again had some eyes in front of him, had some people in front of his eyes, I should say, and that screen results in a goal for the Chill. 9 goals each. What a contest this afternoon at the Indusville Twin Arena.
I do want to note Liam Steele hasn't lost the clamp yet in this third period, but he's lost the loose ball battle a couple times on the draw.
Chill back to work here. Cameron Wallace out to Sartson. Sartson now takes a step to the inside. He has room, fires one wide of the target, but we had an infraction before then.
Moving pick or extended pick, whatever you want to call it. And that's Everett drawing that one.
Mavs lug it into the offensive zone. Carter McCulloch. McCulloch now feathers one inside for Ryder Balmung. Looks to make a fancy shot around the back, I should say. He gets pushed up against the wall. In a battle down there is Moratori. Digging away at it, but it's going to be Calgary who comes away first. Away the races now, Logan Penoyer. Penoyer now shovels it down low. Looks to get the offense started here. Damon Penoyer out there. The two brothers linking up. Now it's Calgary who gets it with Owen Bannister down low for Dumoulin. Dumoulin carries to the top of the right arc. Now it's over for Sartson. Sartson with speed over for Skukat. Skukat now steps into the inside, fires a low one on. That was wide of Swan, but Mountainview can't collect it cleanly before eventually the shot clock does sound. Back the other way now. Mavericks will get an opportunity in the offensive zone themselves. This is Remy Pinchot who gets away from a checker. Back on over for Hayden Sutherland. Digging away at the ball. Sutherland loses it, however. Back the other way. It's going to be Hoshman away to the races. Hoshman 1-on-2 scenario, but Hoshman does well to dig through, and Swan has to make a big save.
That's 2 that he's made on Hoshmans tonight, and those are the biggest ones so far, I believe.
Here come the Mavericks back in the offensive zone. They slow things up here. They're in a 9-9 game. Shots 40-43 in favor of Calgary. Here come the Mavericks. Ryder Baumung's got it. Baumung fires a low one on. That one's wide of the target. It ricochets all the way back out. The Mavs are going to run out of time. Hildebrand recognizes that, sends it into the rafters, so the Calgary Chill have to start from their own zone. Down low, it's Owen Hamill who carries it out. Forced up against Ethan Hildebrand here. Hildebrand runs this man into the wall, but Hamill's going to keep going before eventually he falls to the ground, loses possession. Drayton Myris is back the other way. He's joined by Drake May. Myers has to slow up though, doesn't quite have a lane. Now it's Sutherland who takes it into the offensive zone. Looking to set up his man down low was May. May can't hold on to it. Battle for it now. Mavs are looking for the loose ball, but it's back over half. Harnick is going to kick it back to where it came from. Mavs back into the offensive prowl. Here comes Sutherland looking to check or get around his checker. Fires one from distance, and Guig has to hold on to that one.
That's one of those ones where the shot clock is wrong and the ref's telling him you got 2 seconds to fire, and he does.
Less than 10 miles to go now as the Mavs are in the defensive zone. Kai Klass putting on a little bit of a battle here, making life hard on Liam O'Hara. O'Hara does eventually find Dumoulin, however. Now Dumoulin carries into the zone, takes a step in the crease, wouldn't be able to count that one if they did pull the trigger. Now able to find the loose ball here is Zarski. Zarski for Calgary, now back out. Here comes a shot from Bannister. That one won't count though. I think the shot clock came to a conclusion before it. Luke Hildebrand picks up the change. He's into the offensive zone now for Mountainview. He fires a shot on as well. That was denied. Ricochet comes all the way back out before letting it go over half. Remy Pinchard will stop things up. Pinchard now faced up against 2 Calgary Chill checkers. Pinchard fakes the pass. Now will make it out for McCulloch. McCulloch collects. McCulloch now, right-hand side, fires one on. That one took a deflection before it made its way to goal. Scramble for it now. It's going to be Jordy Benko who picks it up. Benko now, around one checker, looks to swim around the second. Now falling, fires one down low, but it's well wide of the target. Now picking up the ball is Guig, and that'll do it for the Mavs possession. It's Brett Holt who starts things up for Calgary. 8 minutes to go here in Innisfil. And we've got a scramble here and a
8-second violation. Sorry to cut you off.
No, not absolutely. I was looking for a reason why we had a turnover there. New rule here in the RMLL. Jay Stalinsky down low. It's Sutherland who gets things started. Sutherland now works his way into the middle, dishes off. Riley Benko fires. It's denied. Benko will go after his own rebound. In the corner. A battle for it. Calgary's looking to dig it away. 3 Chill players, 2 Mavs. They include Carter McCulloch, who's just waiting for that to skirt out. And now McCulloch's got it. He scooped it up and possession continues. 15 seconds on the shot clock for Sutherland. Sutherland's pass is a tough one. Turned over one-on-one. Sutherland's the lone man back. Up against Kenny, who gets around him. Now Kenny alone. And he misses the target. Oh, and Sutherland takes a heavy check down low. It's Zarski who finds Kenny again, who's denied. Not sure if he put it wide or if Swan got a piece. Meanwhile, Calgary continues on. Cameron Wallace now. Looking for the go-ahead goal in a 9-9 game. We've got Owen Bannister who takes it. Bannister now feathers one over for Cameron Wallace. Wallace runs into some traffic there, takes a step in the crease. It'll be a Mavs ball.
Not seeing a lot of life out of the Mavs bench here. You need to see some motivation come towards this side of the floor for sure.
I mean, Calgary is all to play for right now, and in theory, so too do the Mavericks. We're still waiting to find out more details on the Rocky View and Rampage game, which is coming up tonight. But the Mavs got to take care of business first in the offensive zone. Firing a long shot off was McCulloch. That one is blocked. A scramble for it now. The Chiller back over half. Into the offensive zone they go. Ignore that buzzer as Damon Penoyer carries it into the zone. Damon Penoyer stays with it, starts and now has it at half. Chill will look to maintain possession. They find a wide open Bannister who sets it up on the other side. That was Graff who fired one on. That was wide of the target as he was falling.
Excellent look by the Chill by the looks of it.
Klass has it for Mountain View. Less than 6 to go here at the Innisfil Twin Arena. 9-9 remains the score. Battle for it as that is stripped of possession for Mountain View. The Chill will have it with Holt in the offensive zone. Holt in transition waits for his offensive crew to come out there. Cameron Wallace is part of it. He's got it now. Wallace picks it up. He'll start things out. Wallace now looks to feather one into the zone. It's picked up there cleanly by Jay Stalinsky. Stalinsky over half he comes. Stalinsky looks to fire it down low. shoot that scores!
No, Moratori.
Moratori finds the back of the net.
That's what you want to see by the Mavericks transition game. You finally get the bounce back we've been looking for in this last 6 minutes. You haven't seen much of it, but Jay Stalinsky puts it on a rope and Moratori in and out of his stick, and it's right past Gow.
Hat-trick goal for Everett Moratori. He's made a massive impact on this game. 10-9, the go-ahead goal, but still 5:24 remaining in this one, Dawson. It's all but over. Or it's anything but over, I should say. What a back and forth game this has been all afternoon long. It's been non-stop. The pace has been absolutely breathtaking here in the final regular season game for both these two sides. Again, there's so much to play for in this one standing-wise, especially for the Chill fighting for their playoff lives. They'll have to do it in comeback fashion. They've got a turnover here out of the offensive zone, though. Picking up the loose change, Owen Hamill will take it over half. Face pressure from Jordy Benko, who's making life tough on him, but Hamill does pull away. Now it'll be Calgary who gets themselves set up. Jacob Skukat now waits for some troops to come over the boards. Dumoulin joins the attack. So does Cameron Wallace, who's got it now. Cameron Wallace fires one on from distance. It's wide. Picked up by Calgary. Back out. Bannister scoops around his man. Now down low. He ran out of real estate there. Looks like he might have took a step inside as well, as the Mountainview Mavericks are going to get it here. A headman pass out of the zone for Luke Hildebrand, who just can't chase that one down quick enough, but it looks like we've got a timeout call here coming up, Dawson.
No, it's just a goalie break here. Swan wanted one back there. The original whistle called for it, and the Mavs were away when Luke Hildebrand starts running. Don't listen to the whistle. Just get it to him. But water break for the goalies.
We've got 4:23 to go here in the third period. The Mavericks, it's been a third period to remember, a game to remember as well, Dawson, if you ask me. This is a real tune-up kind of game for the postseason, which does lay ahead for the Mountain View Mavericks. And meanwhile, the Chill, you can tell that they've got their backs up against the wall on this one. They need a victory.
Yeah, no doubt. And you think a team that's already clinched a playoff spot isn't a must-win here, but most likely you'll match up against this team come August, and you don't want them thinking they can beat you by no means. And secondly, you want the first place, so that way the Tips can get banged up or the Chill can get banged up before coming to this barn. So
yeah, that's absolutely true too. Lacrosse is one of those sports that, especially in the postseason, I imagine things ramp up that much extra. The physicality is that much more as well. So for the Mavs to earn a bye, they'll do themselves a big favor.
And we've seen this game. It's a little physical, but it's no playoff ball just yet.
No, that's exactly it, and that's what we're waiting for here on the Mavs YouTube channel as well. Can't wait to bring you those games. What a shot by McCulloch, who hits the iron cleanly, collects his own rebound as well. Mavericks possession starts with a blast.
So you can hear the bench call out, use it in this dire seconds. You want to use as much time as you can.
Sutherland collects the pass from Baumung and almost found Pater, but just wasn't able to find the back of the net. Would have liked to take more time off the clock, you got to imagine, but here comes Calgary back the other way.
Not if you get a nifty look like that. I'd like to shoot that one too if I was Sutherland, but yeah, you do want to waste as much time here, not play to lose, but to drag out the clock.
No, that's a great point as well. You want to try to score as much as you can here, as down low comes Cameron Wallace, who almost swapped that one in the back of the net. Sartson picks up, he'll fire from distance, and the Chill run out of time. Hildebrand will pick it up out of his own zone for Mavericks. Mountain View will get themselves set up with Jay Stalinsky. Now down low he goes. Steal. This is Jordy Benko. Benko back for Riley Benko. Two Benko brothers link up. Now Riley will look to scoop it to the inside. Pinchard with a great look and an excellent save by Guig. New 30-second shot clock for Mountain View as they'll look to rag the ball here a bit. Luke Hildebrand's got it. Hayden Sutherland. Sutherland now on the backhand scoop, finds an open man in Pinchard. Pinchard now looks to trade spaces there with Riley Benko. Pinchard pushed up against the wall. Ball is loose. Pass comes out for Riley Benko. A little bit of room here as Benko puts it over the target. 2:32 remains. It's going to be a Calgary ball. He rolls Goes all the way back to Alex Swan, so the Mavs are going to be forced to drop it behind their own net. And now Graf will start out with it for Calgary. Graf out for Zarski. Now it's down over for Bannister. Bannister back for Graf. Graf checked up there by Klaas. Klaas makes life hard for Graf. Now back out it comes from Bannister. Bannister now from distance. Down low he goes. Looking for his man in Zarski. Zarski didn't miss by much. Looks like Swan got a piece of that one. Mavericks got it. They're over half. Drake Mays got it. We approach the 2-minute mark of the third period. The Mavericks do have a 10-9 lead. May gives it for Luke Hildebrand. Now Hildebrand goes down low. A little bit of attacking action here for Ryder Balmung as he gets it back over for Hildebrand, who fires from a distance. That one, I believe, must have caught a piece of Guig, as the Mavs do have a new shot clock, but it won't matter as picking things up are the Calgary Chill. They'll head into the zone. Here comes Bozziol. He's burst into the corner. Cameron Wallace now collects. Wallace now, a little bit of room to work. Over for Owen Bannister. Bannister looks to feed it right back to Skukat, who's into the crease. No goal called by the official.
He doesn't like it, but I can tell from here he was 3 steps in the crease before that ball came out of his stick.
Now in the offensive zone, it'll be Mountainview who looks to rank it. It's over half, and that'll result in a turnover. Calgary will pick it up. 1-goal game as we approach the 1-minute mark.
That's a costly one for sure. You just don't want to think about what could happen.
Offensive zone possession here for Calgary as Penoyer is forced to turn it over. Infraction there from Calgary. Open net for Hildebrand, who hits it. Luke Hildebrand makes an 11-9 game, and in all likelihood could wrap up first place for the Mavericks.
He cleans up the garbage, puts the nail in the coffin, and he lets him hear it. That's the man to do it right there. Empty net, just floats it in there, and I'm going to say it, Gauk had no chance on that one.
No chance at all as the net was empty for Luke Hildebrand. He finds the back of the net. Second of the afternoon is a massive one with 1:01 remaining here at the Innisfil Twin Arena.
Far from over, you got one more hard mile to go here.
Scramble off this face-off right in front of the Calgary bench. Mountainview forces it down low, but Calgary picks it up. We've got a whistle here as a timeout is called by Calgary in all likelihood.
Absolutely, it's the Chill one timeout.
Boy, what a game so far, Dawson. It's been end-to-end. We've seen leads come and go, but again, the Mavs have really shown character throughout this afternoon. They've got a 2-goal lead.
Absolutely, and it's not that it was any as bad as last night's affair, but the breakdown at the start of the third period, the rally back, it shows that, you know, we're not the old Mavericks no more. Old Mavericks would have just said, oh, shoot, we're done. I almost said it, but no, this is definitely a new team, same jersey, but different mentality by no means.
This entire season has been kind of a proof of that as well, Dawson. You can just kind of tell there's a different aura around this organization right now. There's a lot more, I wouldn't call it professionalism, but a lot more intent to be good. This is not by accident by any stretch at all. This is planned out. The Mavericks had expectations to be a decent squad this year, and they have lived up to those expectations. Now on the brink of picking up their 14th win of the season.
And it starts with the coaching staff there. They're leading the charge with them and directing them in the right path by no means.
It's been an impressive 2-year run here for Trey Christensen and the rest of his crew as well, but they'll look to continue it. The season does not end today. Here comes Calgary. They're looking for some life here, down 2 goals in a game they absolutely had to have for the standings. They're looking to tie things up here with less than a minute to go. Cameron Wallace, what a battle from Big Wallace as he finds a shot, but not the back of the net. Swan swallows it up, and now we've got a big collision in the Mavs end.
Yeah, it's just Swan went to throw that one deep, and Zarski put his stick up, caught it, and scored it, so that gives Chill some life and some chance here. I know you wouldn't even...
No, I couldn't catch that.
No, Zarski put his stick in the air and blocked the pass out to Hildebrandt, and it went off his stick and straight down into the net.
No kidding. Tough one there.
Yeah,
Tough
no kidding. So now some actual life to the Chill bench here. Is there technically is a possibility, but we don't want to think anything like that.
We'll need to see that one on the replay screen. 25 seconds to go in this one. 11-10. Again, Calgary needs these points. They are just 2 up on the Rampage, and the Rampage with the victory tonight, they could make things interesting.
Mavs need this ball here. They're still. No way you're calling over. Oh, timeout.
Timeout called there by Mountain View just as Steele was about to pick up that ball. I think he did pick up that ball, so the Mavs are going to get it coming out of this one.
Yeah, I thought they were calling over and back, and I was about to say there's no way.
I don't even think the Mavs really care about this timeout. They just care about the possession that comes after it.
I think you put it in Hildebrand's stick there, and somebody's got to make a quick pick in this offensive zone, get a guy open, pass it in there, and try to hold out. It's going to be the toughest 18 seconds, but you're definitely going to feel some whacks and some hits for sure. But the celebration afterwards will be well worth.
Can't believe how tight this Central Division has been this season as well. We saw, what did Rocky View come away with, like an 11-1 start to the season? They were absolutely flying away with the lead, but then Mountain View started to play this good stretch of lacrosse here over the last 2 months, especially after I came back from holiday. It's really been a different looking Mavs team. They are very deadly in the offensive zone, and the transition game especially, Dawson, is what stands out.
Absolutely, and it's not ego or whatever it is, but it is a fear factor of tips have been so good for so long that you come into the first few games like wondering what type of team they got. Oh, Hildebrand with the move, points to him.
What a deke by Hildebrand, who finds the back of the net as well, completes the hat trick, and completes the victory for the Mountain View Mavericks.
And Chill get a penalty here for unsportsmanlike by the looks of it. But Hildebrand, one move go, and he made them bite on it like it was a morning breakfast. Oh my goodness.
What a move from Luke Hildebrand, and Davis McCulloch is going to pick up an unsportsmanlike for his efforts.
And if I'm not mistaken, oh, we're one letter difference here from siblings.
McCulloch and McCulloch. Davis McCulloch is the guilty party. 12 seconds to go. The Mavericks with a 12-10 win. Only seconds away from completing that. And their 14th W of the season awaits as well. This has been a real impressive year so far for the Mavericks, and they'll look to continue it as well. The playoffs await, maybe provincials as well. This story is not over yet. Scramble off this draw as we get started once again. As you can hear, we're down to the last second to play. The Mavericks, they take this one. 12-10 is the final score. As we get some pushing and shoving, Trayton Myers in there.
He wants Cameron Wallace. He's letting him know we'll see somebody regardless, but you can talk to me now. And yeah, I'd be letting the Chill here to start off this game with a guy kicking your guy on the ground. I'd be right in everybody's face, but nonetheless, I'm in the press box and it'll be more professional. And it took a lot of courage for me to hold my hat when Luke Hildebrand scored the empty net.
That was quite the goal, that's for sure. Luke Hildebrand finds the back of the net. He gets the hat trick performance today. So too does Everett Moratori. That should not be overlooked. He was absolutely outstanding. And the Mavericks get things done. They're now 14-5-1 as we wrap up the regular season here. Calgary, they no longer have their fate in their own hands. It's the Rampage tonight who can get themselves into the postseason with a victory over the Rocky View Silvertips. That'll be doing the Mavericks a big favor as well. As right now, as of right now, the Mavericks do have the #1 seed in the Central Division.
Absolutely, that's a first. Take a photo of it when the stat sheet goes in, because it might not last long if the Tips get a win. But
still, though, again, you talk about just the improvement of this organization as we wrap up the regular season. That season head to 14-5-1, franchise's best overall record ever. And this is a group of players that is going to be looking to stick together here over the next year or two. So good times ahead for the Mavs.
Absolutely, and I think that's where it comes in that we had so many young guys last year and only a couple old guys, and now we got a good mixture of middle, and it's just showing that these guys are going to fight together for the next 2 or 3 years, so might as well make it good while they can.
It's a great game. We had 3 hat tricks in it. Of course, Cameron Wallace, a hat trick performance for the Calgary Chill in himself. Dawson, can you find us 3 stars for this contest?
Absolutely. I'm going to shout out Gallagher and Swan for sure here, but I got Cameron Wallace slotted in my second. He's a big factor here in the Chill, and he made that 3rd appearance present, so I'll start off. I'll get rid of the Chill name out of my mouth and give him the 2nd star. My 3rd star here goes to Maura Torres. The hat trick out of the defensive gate is not heard of too often, and he shows out day in and night out, I guess is what I should say. And I do totally want to give it to Luke Hildebrandt because he's played so solid all year long, but I think it's got to go to the defensive side here once again and go Brendan Harnack. He was stellar all game. Didn't matter if it was on the stat sheet. It was just his play, his effort, the controlling that he could do from the backside, and he just had an unbelievable game. So
that was a fun one, no doubt about it, and well-earned 3 stars honor as well. As we take a look here, thank you for being alongside with us this regular season for the Mountainview Mavericks here on the Mavericks YouTube channel. Dawson, it's been a lot of fun to do them with you, and we look forward to at least 2 more games here for the Mavericks as they have punched their ticket to the postseason. Who it's going to be, what seed they're going to be, when it's going to go down, nobody knows, but we will let you know, and we'll have it right here for you on the Mavs YouTube channel. It's Baron Van Klooster, Dawson Mailer signing off for today.